name is Richard Mieke, and today I will discuss about Chapter 16, that is about the formalities of entry in and exit from the Philippines. So before we delve into our discussion of this topic, here are the learning objectives. First, identify various government requirements for foreigners to enter the Philippines. Second, explain the importance of a valid passport when traveling. C. Enumerate the privileges of Filipinos covered by the Balikbayan program. Fourth, dual citizenship law. So here's the topic outlines. First, admission requirements. Second, exclusion of foreigners. Third, deportation of foreigners. Fourth, detention of foreigners, travelers. The formalities of entry into the exit from the Philippines are vital processes governed by national immigration laws and regulations. These procedures are designed to ensure national security, regulate the flow of people, and maintain order at borders. Individuals entering or leaving the country, whether Filipino citizens, returning residents, or foreign nationals, must comply with the required documentation such as passports, visas, and permits. Additionally, adherence to customs, quarantine, and security protocols is essential. Understanding these formalities is crucial for promoting lawful travel and safeguarding the interests of the country and its citizens. So here is the admission requirements. Section 10. Non-immigrants entering the Philippines must present a valid passport or official travel document and a visa issued by a diplomatic or consular officer as required by the regulations. These rules means that non-immigrants people temporarily entering the Philippines for purpose like tourism, business, or study must show valid identification such as a passport or official travel document. They also need a visa approved by a Philippine consulate or embassy before being allowed entry. So admission of aliens under pre-arranged employment. This admission of aliens under pre-arranged employment refers to the legal process by which foreign nationals are allowed to enter and work in the Philippines for a specific job that has been prior to their arrival. So in this process, it ensures that the employment of foreigners aligns with national interest and does not displace Filipino workers. This policy helps regulate the presence of foreign workers and ensure that their employment is lawful and beneficial to the Philippine economy. So admission under the Balikbayan program. The Balikbayan program is a special privilege granted by the Philippine government to former Filipino citizens and certain foreign nationals who are their immediate family members. Under this program, eligible individuals can enter the Philippines visa-free and stay for up to 1 year. The goal is to encourage visits from overseas Filipinos and promote tourism and economic activity, and also this program not only fosters stronger ties between the Philippines and its diaspora but also simplifies the entry process for returning Filipinos and their family. So Philippine immigration policy on non-immigrant Chinese. The Philippine immigration policy toward non-immigrant Chinese nationals has evolved to balance national security, diplomatic relations, and economic interests. Chinese nationals who wish to visit the Philippines for temporary purposes, such as tourism, businesses, or study, must secure the appropriate non-immigrant visa, such as tourist visa or student visa. These visas require valid travel documents, proof of financial capacity, and sometimes prior approval from the Department of Foreign Affairs or the Bureau of Immigration. So lifting immigration restrictions on South Africans. The lifting of immigration restriction on the South American Africans refers to the Philippine government's decision to ease the entry regulations for citizens of South Africa. Historically, restrictions were imposed during the apartheid era as a political stance against racial segregation. As a result, South African nationals can now enter the Philippines under standard immigration policies, including eligibility for tourist and non-immigrant visas. This change supports stronger diplomatic ties, encourages tourism and business exchange, and aligns with the Philippines' broader commitment to the non-discriminatory immigration practice. Passport requirements and types of passport. A passport is an essential travel document required for entry into the exit from the Philippines. It serves as a proof of identity and nationality. The Philippine government issued several types of passports with specific purposes and privileges. First, diplomatic passport. It is issued to high-ranking government officials and diplomats. It grants certain privileges and immunities in line with international agreements and is used for official diplomatic missions. Second is official passport, also known as a service passport, that issued to government employees traveling abroad for official duties but not entitled to diplomatic status. It allows for smoother entry and exit during government-related travel. Third is regular passport, also called an ordinary passport, that is issued to citizens for personal travel such as tourism, work, or study abroad. It is a common type and has no special privileges beyond standard consular protection. Philippine passport is an official document issued to Filipino citizens by the Department of Foreign Affairs. It certifies the holder's identity and nationality that allows them to travel internationally. Passports must be valid for at least 6 months beyond the intended date of departure or entry. The passport also provides the barrier access to consular assistance abroad. Fantasy passports or camouflage passports is an official fabricated travel documents issued by non-existent or unrecognized entities. These are often used for deceptive purposes, including identity concealment. The Philippine Bureau of Immigration does not recognize these passports and denies entry to holders. Use of such documents is illegal and may lead to arrest, deportation, and blacklisting. Philippine immigration policy on Indians. Indian nationals require a visa to enter Philippines for most purposes, including tourism and business. However, there are visa-free privileges for Indian nationals who hold valid visas from countries like US, Canada, Japan, or Australia and meet certain conditions. Onward tickets travel within 14 days. This policy aims to facilitate travel while ensuring proper immigration and control. Visa requirements. The Philippines implements visa requirements based on nationality, purpose of visit, and length of stay. Many countries enjoy visa-free entry for 14 to 59 days. Others require obtaining a visa from Philippines embassies or consulate before travel. Visa types include tourist, business, students, and pre-arranged employment visas. Travelers must also meet general requirements such as passport validity, return of onward tickets, and no derogatory immigration record. So the treaty trader or treaty investor is a visa used to foreign nationals from countries that have a commerce or navigation treaty with the Philippines. It is intended for individuals entering the country to engage in international trade or investment in the Philippines. This visa allows the individual to stay in the Philippines while managing or directing trade or investment activities that benefit both the individual and the country. So, Special Clark Economic Zone is a visa issued to foreign nationals who have business interests or employment within the Clark Freeport Zone, a major economic area in the Philippines that is established by Executive Order Number 80. This visa grants residency and work privileges to investors, employees, and their dependents, encouraging economic growth through business activities in the Clark area. So, Cagayan Economic Zone and Freeport. The, this visa is issued under Republic Act 7922, which established the Cagayan Economic Zone and Freeport to promote investment, tourism, and employment in the region. Foreign nationals who invest in businesses or work in the Cagayan Economic Zone are eligible for this visa. It grants the holder the right to live and work in the area, along with certain tax incentives and exemption from customs duties. So, investor in tourism-related project or tourist establishments. It allows foreign nationals who invest in tourist-related projects or establishment, accommodations like hotels, resort, or recreational facilities to apply for special visas. This visa is designed to encourage investment in the tourism sector, one of the Philippines' most vital industries. Additional requirements prior to the entry before entering the Philippines. Foreign nationals must meet specific requirements depending on the purpose of their visit. This includes possessing a valid passport, an entry visa, an onward ticket, proof of financial capacity, and other documents based on their visa type, either employment contract, invitation letter, or proof of exclusion of foreigners. It is refers to the refusal of entry to foreign nationals at the border or port of entry. This can happen for the various reasons, including lack of proper documentation, non-compliance with visa requirements, a history of violating Philippine immigration laws, or being deemed a threat to national security or public order. Foreigners who are excluded from entering the Philippines are usually sent back to their country of origin or the country where they came from. The deportation of the foreigners. It is a formal process of removing a foreign national from the Philippines due to the violation of immigration laws, criminal behavior, or other reasons such as overstaying their visa. Deportation can be initiated by the Bureau of Immigration after a legal process, and the individual may be barred from re-entering the country for a certain period. So, the detention of foreign travelers. Foreign travelers may be detained by immigration authorities under certain circumstances, such as suspicion of violating immigration laws, lack of proper documents, or involvement in criminal activities. Detention usually occurs at an immigration facility or holding area until the matter is resolved. Foreign nationals can be detained for the duration of their investigation or until they are deported. Detention is typically a measure to ensure compliance with Philippine immigration policies and prevent illegal entry or stay. Exit requirements. Foreign nationals leaving the Philippines must comply with certain exit requirements, including presenting a valid passport, visa if applicable, and a valid exit clearance or other travel documents as required by the Bureau of Immigration. So travelers should ensure they settle any outstanding fines or immigration issues before departure. Whole departure guidelines. As amended by DOJ Circular Number 17, March 1998, Letter of Instruction provides guidelines for the government to prevent certain individuals from leaving the Philippines, especially those with outstanding legal obligations. It allows for the whole departure of individuals who are involved in criminal cases under investigation or have unpaid debts of financial responsibilities. Policy guidelines for all departing passengers. Office Memorandum Order Number 33 to 93 sets the guidelines for all passengers leaving the Philippines, outlining the necessary documentation and requirements. The policy ensures that departing passengers present a valid travel document such as passport or appropriate visa and meet other immigration and security protocols before departure. Republic Act Number 922/25. A citizenship law allows Filipino citizens who have acquired foreign citizenship to retain or reacquire the Philippine citizenship. This law grants them the rights and privileges of Filipino citizens, such as the ability to own property and vote while still retaining their foreign nationality.